So do you know how to actually connect, or should you connect to a vehicle that actually is an electrified compressor or has an electrified compressor? Okay. Let's look at some stuff here. The older Prius didn't have a fuse in it, was on the battery. Always wait 5 to 10 minutes before depowering. And here we have a problem, 2001 to 2003 Priuses. If you left the car in neutral or park with the key on, guess what? The battery went dead. When this happened, there were only 5 chargers in the whole United States that Toyota reps would come around and try to get these things started. Now, every Toyota Lexus dealer has a charger. There's no backup starter motor on this, like some of the GMs or some of the Honda vehicles. Here, they had a recall for a battery campaign. Always look at TSBs, technical service bulletins. Inside the Gen 1 converter, you see these caps right here? There's nothing that cover them. You see this cover? If this car goes under a vehicle, let's say under the back of a tractor trailer, you hit the metal part to those terminals, you're going to hear like a huge explosion, okay? Like about 20 M80s going off at once, if not worse than that, okay? So that's where we store stuff. We have a resistor on the block here that'll bring down the voltage. Here, we're testing the microfarads of the capacitor to make sure the capacitor is in specification at a certain temperature. And here is a problem vehicle. Let me take a sip here. I'm running dry. Here is a vehicle that came in, not sure how this thing even made it here. Look at the battery blocks. They're all over. They should be 14 or better. Look at this, 4 volts, 3 volts, 5 volts. Here was one of the problems. This had ready to go on. You see all that white stuff on the bottom? That was ready for an isolation fault. By the way, you see how these terminals look all funky here and you see some brown stuff? You remember that recall? The recall was the battery was leaking. They took a glue gun right from the dealership. That was the factory fix. They had to clean the bus bars up. There's a clean bus bar. Look at these dirty bus bars. That is VD, voltage drop. Okay, not what you were thinking. VD, voltage drop. We have any voltage drop, that battery cannot put its full power out, nor could it take a charge back in properly. So that would be regen. We use Stable in 22A, CE1 from Napa, SL5, CarQuest or Advance. That is some special stuff. You only put a small amount of it on a Q-tip, and it only goes on one side of the circuit. And there is the difference with the bus bar is dirty and an example of a bus bar clean. By the way, you cannot sand them. You cannot use emery cloth or anything like that on them. Oh, I just happen to have some here. You see these? Okay, probably got to do one of these. So you can see how bad these are, and you can see like right in there, that is going to give you a major problem. Okay, just happen to have them on my desk, I think, from the last class I did. So very, very important. And look, when we fixed the battery or reconditioned it, all the terminals are clean, and look at our block voltages between 14 and 15, 1 at the max. Okay, we have a balanced battery now.